Hey everybody, welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. This episode is mostly going to be kind of a random running around episode. We do finally go back and defeat those saltwater crocodiles. I actually cut out a good chunk of this. This ended up being about an hour and 42 minutes, and I think it's going to end up about 36. So I cut out a lot of good stuff. It's just there wasn't anything really major in this. It was an hour and 42 of kind of equipment gathering, grabbing random items, and just basically trying to better our character. So I left what I felt is relevant, and then we'll pick up with hopefully some more story progression in the next episode. And not that there isn't any in this, like this part we're on right now is kind of big, and it makes it a lot easier if you have somebody with the pet pal ability, which is why we have Ivan. If you don't want to go with him, he's the only starting origin character that has pet pal, so if you don't go with him, I would highly recommend taking it on your created character.
You there, foot slug! You're trespassing in the princess's royal court! Crown? Her crown was taken from her long ago.
I'm ready. Glory is mine.
Glory is mine! Do you hear that? Something's up ahead.
You there, boy. Did Brackus send you? Is he ready to apologize? Brachus is gone. You're telling me that my Brachus, my betrothed, is no more? He's gone? You're absolutely, positively sure? That means I'm free. I can take suitors, find myself a real prince. Not like that scoundrel Brachus. I've lost too much time on that wastrel Brachus as it is. Take this proclamation and see that all hear of it. Princess Zenthia of the Firelands is free once more. Go now. I expect the most eligible kings and suitors to be petitioning for my hand in marriage as soon as possible. I suppose the small folk of Rivellon ought to know my tale. All was well. He had mind only to play around with his blasted sauce follies. I gave him a good tongue-lashing of... He transmogrified me and all my servants into the beast. You can't silence me. Guards! Guards! You'll see. They'll get their hands on you and then... Any minute now they'll come. Any minute. I'm sure they're almost here. I'm right. You'll see. Guards! Help! They'll come. There is no leaving. Don't you know what's outside the fort? I tried to leave. I heard of a shelter in the Hollow Marshes. A place where sorcerers could go. The undead had their hands on me in 5 minutes. Shredding, tearing. Help me! Help me! I'm not trying to escape!
Got a good reason for barging into a private room, buddy? And? Got no reason to scramble out, me. It's hot and busy out there. Out? You must be mad. Head out one way, you're back in the joy among the rabble. Head out another, you're knee-deep in the hollow marshes. Before you go, you haven't met a particular fella here, have you? Tall, black beards, intense way of looking at you. Punch-up for metaphor? Wouldn't be surprised if you'd met him before. Half of me's afraid he's going to try and save me from this place. Anyhow, thanks and good...
Ifan strides up to the Magister, speaking in a calm and controlled voice. Though you can't hear what he whispers, the Magister's face turns whiter than snow as he hands a note to Ifan with shaking hands.
Don't! I'll give you the information. Here, just...
Ifan catches you looking over at him. He raises his eyebrow. He barks a laugh, then shakes his head sheepishly.
I wanted some information. That Magister wanted to negotiate. Oh, it's just practice. All in the way you set your jaw, lad. I'll teach you someday. That's about the size of it for me, all right.
After reading the scrap of paper he took from the Magister, memories are overshadowed by a You are ever sodden, ever sandy. Looking around Fort Joy, you feel
rubs and tweaks the nubs. He strokes and pokes like all the blokes. He says he'll touch it all day long. Combs it out all dilly eye day. Easy now, old chap. It isn't like Bulge's then.
Gods. The smell, though. Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me.
Oh, for the...
Say it again. Go on.
Well, it's...
a flat.
She never did. I'll be with you soon, love.
And why hasn't Alexander risen yet?
Ain't fit for beast.
Watch yourself.
You there, dwarf. You looking for a match? Bet you make up for your height with a good strong... Ha! That's the spirit. Down the hatch then. Thorn will eat you up.
Can we get on with this already?
The old man looks you up and down.
Will you fight? I will watch with...
She sizes you up as you approach. Her eyes narrow.
You've yet to experience the It's true that you sat, yet I see potential in you. The spirit of the one is you'll return.
A deep grumble emerges.
Well, get a load of you. You got swagger, I'll give you that. But you think I'm worried about a buzzing net? See, ain't looking to pick a fight outside the arena anyhow. First time I spoke, mama and through the sound like a living hellspawn. Look around, dwarf. What you see is what you get. It's a glad I found it. Spent half my life ripping apart the one. It might sound crazy to ya, but it's just the way of it. You don't know about it. I didn't either till the one over there got me into it. Yep. One thing the old woman taught me is to ignore anybody saying they're better than me. And let me tell you, runt, by the looks...
He grumbles what...
You come to fight. You come to prove yourself. You come to be worthy. There can only be one. And you have... Good. Who aids you? Choose wisely. Whether you fail or succeed, you do. very fine match. You may yet be the one. You prove yourself again and again. A warrior traveling the path of the wand should not be collared like a pet. Who do you challenge? As you wish.
Shame in loss. We will yet reveal the one.
My fight is strong. No way.
Each day brings us one step closer.
Deplorable surrounding for an agreeable conversation, but as am I. A prince should die of old age or on the... That said, I've the distinct feeling I wasn't meant to die, but there was something in the water. A voice made of air, truly. How intriguing. Still, I wonder if...
He hesitates.
Are you a religious person? A pity. Religious persons tend to be all too self-important in their... As for myself, I perform the ancient... After all, when one is revered by many as a living god oneself, public deprecation would be needed, but that's the whole idea, I'm afraid. See, the ancient empire consists of 3 houses. The noble we of war rule the empire. Or so I thought. For if the warnings I was given are true, there's not only such a thing as... and you in me. There isn't much to say, but for the fact that it's the portent of it all. And justified it is, as certain as the sun, such is my... I intend to rule an empire one day. To that end, I suggest we focus on the obvious. There was a small incident which prompted my many rivals. Such a nuisance, the law. Quite necessary to keep the common in line, of course, but what I meant was that, being authority, I shouldn't be... Sadly, that enlightened point of view quite clearly turned out to be... I hardly know you as yet. Let's leave some mystery in the relationship, shall we? Dozens, I should imagine, but if we're talking about the ones that came after my... Let them come, I say. Keeps one... Bah! I should whip her till she's as red-skinned as I am, then leave... There are broad waters between should and shall. It's forgiving that I've more trouble with. Still, you bewilder me just as much, don't you know? It was you who invited little Miss Needlework into the fold. Do you mean to tell me you're comfortable with what she's done? You understand her, do you? You understand that she murders a man because he did like he was bid to by a master. Don't let all that understanding of yours trump your...
The sun shines bright upon this island. Hard. I walked up to the quay, asked for the ship to Fort Joy, and I'm here to hunt, remember? Here to play a game of tic-tac terminate with a special certain someone. In a final... Why? Did you assume I wouldn't? Ha! As it happens, that invitation is why I let... Your flesh is weak. All flesh is weak. But your spirit, we may see no bars, but we are firmly behind them here and now. Let's save those for later, shall we? Not quite the thing I tend... Ha! Nonsense. We've already... Ha! Shouldn't be too hard, trust me. My. I did get you all worked up, didn't I? Afraid you won't be able to sleep tonight.
She pulls her hand away, quickly and violently, as if bitten by a snake.
No, it's fine. I don't know why I did that. I suppose I'm a bit skittish from... You see, there's triplets in my... Like all sisters, they do tend to be from time to precious time. To be better, I must butcher. You can see what I can do. What comes as easily as a morning's yawn or a This. You must thank you. How romantic a concession, to let a woman kill.
I deserve the glory.
You may yet be the one. A warrior who do you
Alright everybody, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. I think the next 3 episodes of Divinity will also be post-commentary. I kind of just recorded them all in bunches. Then if I can get the timing set up right where my dogs don't bark, I will go back to live commentary. So that'll probably be episode 6 or 7. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you next time. Later, everyone.